So it turns out that Terraria has a new secret seed, and this one is quite unlike anything we've ever seen before, and that's because this new seed is actually trying to replicate some of the gameplay mechanics that you'll actually find in Don't Starve. And as the name suggests, it's not a good thing to starve. All right, me myself, I like a good burger. But I know what you're thinking. Terraria doesn't have a hunger system. Well, that is no longer, because with this new seed, it does. So to get the new seed, all you need to do is enter the constant. Now, there are a few variations of this. I'll write them down. I'll put them in the description. But as long as you're writing this, you're in for a good time. I'm going to go medium, expert, and corruption. Why not? Now, this is going to generate a completely random world. So no two worlds are the same. The constant affects the world. It's not the actual, like, generation, if that makes sense. Now, as you can see, my world is called Calm Portrait of Rope. What if I forgot the name? Well, don't worry about it, because there's something new as well. So immediately, you can tell that something's a little bit different. And that's because a new filter has been applied. For those that have never played Don't Starve, it's a dark and atmospheric game. You know, it's quite moody. You know, it really wants to trap you in this bleak world. So the reason I mentioned the world name is because with a secret seed, you now get a new icon so that you can quickly identify it. Wait a minute, look at that. We just found one of the new secret clouds. Oh, that is incredible. So yeah, there's a new game icon, and this works for all the secret seeds. So here is one as well. Let's get into the world. Let's check this out. So yeah, the filter has definitely been applied, and my character right now is peckish. So yeah, this adds in a new hunger system, which is something fun to watch out for. So you want to make sure that you are filling your character up with as much food as possible. Mushrooms do not count, so if you're going to start your own little adventure, I would recommend getting fishing straight away. So we've actually found one of the newer generation features. So the world can now generate surface spider biomes, which is something out of my worst nightmare. I do not like this at all. And look at the chest loot in here. So this is a painted wooden chest rather than an actual spider biome chest. That's cool. How far down does this go? Oh, so it really is natural cave generation, but it's painted a different color and just kind of filled with spiders. Here's the good thing. You can get a can of worms, and that'll help you on your pursuit with fishing. That's just a little tip there. Here we go. Look at this. One of the surface spiders. Oh, God. They're actually the worst. I hate spiders so much. So here is the other new world generation with this seed. You can now find surface marble biomes, and they occasionally have statues that are just painted white. This is to look like the ones that you'd find in Don't Starve. These are quite cool, very faithful, I would say. So the main reason you want to be checking out this seed is because all of the drop rates have actually been increased for all of the Don't Starve items. So say, for example, I headed to the corruption right now, which is where you can find a few of them. I am more likely to get items from the Don't Starve update in this world than a regular world. Also, cactuses now hurt you. And listen to this. The player actually has a new hurt sound. And the hurt sound is the one from Don't Starve. Have a little listen. Cool, right? So cool. So another big thing is avoiding the darkness. Now, this is going to remind a lot of players of the companion cube. Because for those who don't know, if you have a companion cube in Terraria and you get into complete darkness, the companion cube stabs you. But this is actually a little bit worse. So if we go into this dark cave and we turn off this night owl and shine potion, it's going to alert me to get out of the darkness down here. It is very dark. You feel in danger. And then, just like in Don't Starve, you are completely, like, smothered by something. I'll be honest, I can't remember the name of the creature that kills you in Don't Starve, but it has a name, right? It has, like, a proper name. Summoner James was killed by something in the dark. The danger of the dark has passed. So that's cool. The game actually lets you know that you have escaped. And there's some cool mechanics to go along with this. So, for example, torches and campfires, they can actually be put out by the rain. Like, how cool is that? So we're going to be heading to the corruption now, and that's because I want to have a little look at some of the drop rates. I want to see how quickly it is to get some of these items. Now, keep in mind, as I record this, very, very little is known about this secret seed. And as always, probably by the time I wake up in the morning, somebody's probably already data mined it. They'll know all the stats. So I'm just kind of going off of what I've heard from the community and, you know, just my own observation. So one thing I am interested in is right now we have this filter on the world, and that can be replicated in a normal world with the radio thing. So what happens if you put that on in this world? Oh, wow, that is really interesting. So so it goes back to a regular Terraria world. Man, does that make that a kind of essential item in this seed? Maybe. I guess, to be honest, it depends on how much you like this filter or not. I guess it probably would make it easier if you were going into dark caves. You slap the radio on, everything's a little bit brighter. I don't know, but that is cool, though. Actually, do you know what? While we do this, let's try a new weapon. Oh, look at it. It's so cool. This is one of the weapons that we got from Deerclops. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll leave it linked at the end. But in that video, we go over pretty much all of the drops. And yeah, just talk about just how cool it is, to be honest. Right, so we've killed 50, and it shows us that the tentacle spike is a 1%, and the monster meat is 0.5. So kind of rare, to be honest, but I guess it makes sense considering they're not bad items at all. They're actually pretty good. So this is actually really good timing. So from one of the enemies, we actually picked up a burger. Now I started this video by saying I like a good burger. All right, I do. It's a wholesome meal. We're about to run out of hunger in less than a minute, and when we start to die, I'm gonna take the burger and see how it affects the player. So we're about to run out of food. Starving. You are starving to death. Eat immediately. And our health is dropping down quite fast. This is a little bit alarming. So let's eat the burger. Thank you very much. And it says exquisitely stuffed. Major improvements to all stats and increased life regen. So that's cool. That's the effects of a regular burger on the character and myself. And what's our defense? It's gone back up to, well, it's higher. We gained a little bit with the burger as well, but yeah. How cool. Hey, and we got the weapon as well. How sick. So look at this. It's a new melee weapon. Like, look at it. How cool is this? This is the item that I didn't know was in Don't Starve. Everybody let me know on my news video, so I appreciate that. So as promised, here is an Eater of Souls on a regular world, and you can see that the drop rate for the spike is actually 0.19%, and the monster meat is 0.1%. So actually quite a drop-off, really. I feel like this is meant to really incentivize you to actually try out the constant, and I would say go for it. It's a pretty fun seed, and I feel like the hunger mechanic and the darkness is going to really shake things up if you allow it to. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you really loved it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.